Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today I created this colorful sunset look using the Take Me Back to Brazil BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. This was my first time doing something as colorful and vibrant as this, and my first time using anything from BH Cosmetics, and I definitely enjoyed it. This look was inspired by a girl named Danielle. I will link her information down below so that way you can check her page out and see who I got this idea from. But again, thank you so much for being here. If you are interested in seeing how I created this look, then please keep on watching. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started with this look. First of all, I want to apologize for how extremely gross I look. I know that I'm like very casual right now. I don't know what's going on with my hair. And you can see that I'm very broken out. So I do apologize, but soon we will not be looking like this. So to go ahead and get started with, I'm going to start with the eyes first due to the fact that we're going to be dealing with colors today. And I've never used this palette before, so I don't know how much fallout to expect. So we're going to go ahead and start with the eyes first to be safe. To prime my eyelids, I'm going to be going in with the Ulta Beauty Matte Eyelid Primer. Hopefully you can see that. I've never tried this before, so I don't know how it's going to perform. I have used Ulta's like Champagne Shimmer Primer, and I actually really love that primer. It keeps my eyeshadow in place, so hopefully this one will be the same, and it's just a matte primer, so it doesn't have any shimmer to it. Okay, so now that my eyelids are primed, I am going to go ahead and put tape on my eyes. I want to prevent having to do as much cleanup as possible. I don't like having to do a lot of cleanup, so I'm going to go ahead and use some just regular tape. Bear with me just a moment while I get these on. Okay, I think that is pretty even, so I'm going to go ahead and go with that. Sorry that my face probably looks a little deformed with this tape on there. It is what it is. So now we're going to go ahead and dive in with the palette since I have primed my eyes. This is also kind of like a first impressions for me, I guess, because I've never used this palette before. And this is my first time, like I said in the beginning, really diving into colors like this. So this will be a whole new experience for me. I can't really, you know, say that I've done this with another palette and compare this to another palette. So I'm excited to try. This has a lot of good reviews, so I'm excited to see what it does. When you first get it, this is what it looks like. Shows you all the colors, or just of all the colors on the front. This is what the back looks like. And of course this is like the sleeve. So when you open it, I mean, the only difference is that the colors are on the front, or on the sleeve, and they're not on here. So let's see what it looks like when we open it. Oh, okay. So it looks like this. Very, very beautiful. It does have a plastic film on it, which I like, to keep the colors protected. Now let me see if I can get this off. Oh, perfect. There we go. This tape is driving me nuts. Hang on. Whew, okay, sorry about that. That tape was driving me insane. Okay, so I am going to start off with this yellow shade right here. Like I said, this look was inspired by Danielle Claire, is what her name is, and I'll be sure to include her information in the description of this video, so y'all know exactly where I found this look. I literally just googled Take Me Back to Brazil eyeshadow tutorial on YouTube, and one of her videos popped up. It wasn't even this look that I'm about to try to recreate. It was a different one, but I found the one that I'm about to create on her channel because I was looking through it. So she starts off with just like a blending brush. I'm using a Morphe M573. I don't know if you can see that, but this is what it looks like. And I'm just going to dip into this yellow shade. There is a lot of like kick up, I guess is the word. And I'm also going to be using this mirror, so just help me out a little bit. And I did not set the primer, so I'm just going straight in with shadows. I've heard so many good things about not setting your eyelid once you've done primer, just because it's supposed to make the actual eyeshadow stick better, so we shall see. So she said that she did go up pretty high with the yellow just because we are going to be putting an orange shade kind of in the crease, just a little below the yellow, so I am going to go up a little bit higher than normal, almost all the way to my brow bone, but not quite all the way. So, I mean, so far this eyeshadow is it's blending pretty nicely in my opinion. I don't really see like any patchiness or anything like that. I just keep adding to it because I do want it to be a very like bold and vibrant look, so that's why I keep adding to it. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start on the other eye. I'm just gonna go ahead and pack quite a bit on there. Okay, so I think that looks pretty even. I don't know if it's just me, but this yellow over here, it's looking like darker for some reason. Maybe I just haven't put on as much this side as I have over here, so let me add a little bit more. Okay, I think that's what it was because they're starting to look pretty similar now. Okay, I think that looks really good. So we're gonna go ahead and go on to the next color. I was trying to think of what brush to use, but I think I'm going to go in with this Morphe, ew, it is dirty, Morphe M506. It is this really small, fluffy blending brush. It's a lot smaller, so I can make more defined movements with it. So she then went in with this orange color right here. So that is what I'm going to go in with now. And like I said, I'm going to kind of focus it on the actual crease itself and stay below where the yellow is. In situations like this, I hate using these tiny brushes because I'm like, oh my god, this is taking forever. I feel like I could use a bigger brush and I would get the job done a lot faster, but you don't want to use like too big of a brush when you're trying to do what I'm doing right now because you don't want to take away from like the yellow. So obviously if you use like a brush that's too big, then the shadow is just gonna kind of blend more out rather than staying in the specific area where you're trying to keep it. So unfortunately, we have to stick with this smaller brush. So I am also going to come down a little bit right here on the outer corner with that orange, because the next color that we're going to be using is going to be more like in this area right here. And I have a lot of like eyelid space left right there, so I'm gonna add a little bit more orange right here on the inner corner and outer corner. Okay, so I'm thinking that that looks pretty good right now for the orange on this side. I'm gonna go ahead and move to this eye, and once I have it on both eyes, I'll see how I feel about it then. Okay, so I think I'm good with the orange. It definitely took me a little while to get that built up where I wanted it to. For some reason, in her video it looked like a little bit more bold, I guess you could say. It might have just been like her lighting, I'm not really sure. I don't know, I think I'm having some issues with this eye over here because the orange isn't laying as well right over here in this outer corner as it did on this eye. I don't know if I'm just like applying it differently or like weird or what's happening, but I think that's as good as it's getting, and I mean it looks pretty even, so we're gonna leave it like that. Okay, so for the next color, let's see. I think I'm just gonna use this small random crease brush is what it said. I don't know where I got this from. But it's like small and defined, so I am going to use this to pack on the red. The red shade that she went in with was this one right here. So I am going to go ahead and use this shade. And I'm not going to put a lot on the brush because this is something that I kind of want to build. But basically where you can see right here, there's not much like shadow on my lid. So that's kind of where I'm going to be focusing the red on. She described it as making like half a moon shape, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm not really liking what this brush is doing right now. Let me dig through all my brushes. Let me try this one. This is a Morphe E18. This is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see it, but let's try this. So I'm gonna swatch this red really quick. Yeah, this red kind of has like a pinky tint to it, like if that makes sense. I'm like laying it on top of this. I mean, I guess it's red like when I look up at the mirror, but whenever I look at it up close, it's taken me a while to build it up on top of this orange because it's kind of looking like pinky, if that makes sense. Let me actually, I'm gonna go in with my E36 brush, which is a really tiny brush, just to see if I can pack on a little bit more red. Okay, so I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. I almost feel like my whole like bottom lash line should be red. I don't know. Not my bottom lash line, oh my god, the lower part of my lid. I almost feel like the whole thing should just be red. Because this isn't, I don't know. I don't like the way this looks right now. But I'm gonna keep going with it. Okay, I definitely should have started off with this E36 brush first. I like the way that that applied that much better over here. just packed the red on better and it was more defined, and you can see like right there I have a little bit of lid space left versus over here that I have none. So other than that, I guess they look even. So now I'm actually gonna go in with his E36 brush. I'm just gonna wipe it off really quick. And I am going to dip into, I think this was the one that she used, this purple shade right here. And I'm going to use that right there, like kind of in the very middle of the red. It is like a very purpley pink shade. And I'm just going to put that in the very middle. Okay, so I definitely do like that. I think I need a little bit more red. Like, I don't know. Let's see. We're gonna go in with a little bit more red. I'm gonna keep this mainly focused below my crease. Because I definitely don't want it to take up all of the orange that I've laid down. Okay, I'm liking this a lot more. I'm basically covering the entire lower part of my eyelid, except for where I've put that purple, and I'm actually going to go back in with the purple in just a little bit to touch up on that spot again. But I'm basically covering my entire lower lid with the red color right here that I was using. I just felt like it needed it. I don't know. The look was looking like a little dull to me, so... Okay, and now I'm gonna go and do that to this eye. Okay, so I think that looks good as far as the red goes, and now I'm gonna go back in with that purple. And I'm going to put a little bit more, just because I applied a lot more red, so you can't really see the purple anymore. I am using my finger just to see if I can get a little bit more pigment and vibrance from the purple. And I definitely think that it helped. I can see the purple more now. Oh, it's good. So now I'm going to go back in with this M506 that I originally used to apply the orange with. And I'm just gonna go back in between where the red is now and where the yellow is, just to kind of try to put more orange back in there, because I can't really, I mean I can see it, but not as much as you could before I covered my whole lower part of my lid in red. Do y'all see that? Jeez. I accidentally dipped into the red. Okay, you can see the difference now. Okay. So I think that's enough for the orange. And I'm just gonna go back in with that original brush that I used to apply the yellow shade, and I'm gonna kind of go back over the yellow shade also while meeting in the middle where the yellow and the orange mix together, just so that way I can make sure that that is blended and there are no harsh lines. And I didn't add anything to this, I'm just using what was left on it, and like I said, blending so there are no harsh lines. Okay, I think that that looks pretty good for the top part of my eyelids. I'll do the bottom in a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and take this tape off. Oh gosh. Woo! See, that's why I like tape. No mess, no cleanup. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put this to the side for now, and I'm going to go ahead and actually before we do that, I'm gonna take a tiny bit of this micellar, whatever, cleansing water. And I'm just going to take a tiny bit on a cotton ball, and I'm going to clean up under my eyes. Some of that eyeshadow did get down here. Okay, much better. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. I haven't primed my face yet. I have recently started. I have a lot of new products that I'm using in this video that are new to me, that I really like. First one that I used was the eyeshadow primer, and then the Take Me Back to Brazil palette. And when I've been priming my face, I've been doing two things now. So the first thing that I go in with is this Ulta Beauty Moisturizing Primer Spray. It's paraben free and it's vegan. It's hyaluronic acid for moisturization. I just go in with this and I spritz it all over my face. To be honest, I don't really know if this does anything. I mean, I guess it moisturizes my face, but it just makes my face feel really like refreshed, and I don't know, it just feels good on my face. So I'm gonna let that dry down just a little bit. Alright, and then for the actual primer that I'm gonna be using, it's this Ulta Poreless Face Primer, mineral oil free, paraben free, and it says that it smooths and refines pores. This is in a little bitty travel size that I got. Oh, sorry about that red there. Anyways, so that's why the bottle is so little. With this, I do notice that I have to like shake it up. I mean, it's not really like liquidy, but if I don't do this, then it seems like oil just comes out, and I'm not trying to just put like oil all over my face. So I'll put just a little bit on my fingers, and I will put that all over my face. Okay, so now we're going to be going to foundation. For foundation, if I run out in this bottle, I have a backup bottle. I'm going to be going with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. It's shade 101. It's literally the lightest shade that they make. In this, I just submitted a review on this the other day for the like influencer app. If you don't know what that is, it's pretty cool. You should check it out. I used to not have like oily skin at all, but my T-zone does get a little bit oily now. So, you know, this claims to be up to 24-hour foundation, matte, you know, whatever. But I noticed that whenever I work like a full 9-hour day with this foundation on, it does not keep all areas of my face matte. You know, like I notice on the days that I use like more setting powder, specifically in the areas where I do typically get oily, then it's really not that bad. But I mean, and this is obviously, it's a drugstore foundation, so I don't expect it to be like the best, you know, foundation on the planet. But and I mean, it is my go-to foundation for like everyday wear. I use this foundation. I like saving money, so I don't wear my expensive foundations on a day-to-day basis. I just don't. I like using them, you know, as least as possible and only wearing them for like, you know, special events or when I know that like I need my makeup to really last like all day, all night, then I will wear them. But for just every day-to-day use, this is the foundation that I stick to. So I definitely like it. The coverage is there. It's wonderful. And I mean, for the most part, it does stay matte. It's just that it doesn't stay completely matte throughout the entire day on my face at least. So, I know that as I'm applying this, it probably looks pretty pale or it matches my skin tone. But I noticed that once it does start drying down, I feel like it oxidizes just a little bit. So, it is definitely just like a hair too dark for me, which I mean, you know, not every brand or, you know, company is gonna have a foundation that matches your shade exactly. So I mean, it is what it is. It works. I think I might have actually squeezed out a little too much, but it's fine. Oh, I don't know if I said, but this is the ULTA beauty sponge. Or no, I'm sorry. No, this is a Real Techniques beauty sponge. I really, really, really like this sponge. It's very squishy and it does just a really good job at getting the job done. So I really like it. I don't really go like all the way down my neck like some people do. I just kind of go to about this area, especially because I do have some breakouts going on right now, so that's about as far as I'm gonna go. Okay, I think that's good as far as foundation goes. So, another new product that I'm gonna try, and I'm very, very, very excited for this. This is the new Morphe Fluidity Full Coverage Concealer. This is very heavy. I got the shade C115. Don't know if you can see that. I was gonna buy the foundation, but of course, the one freaking shade that they did not have in stock was my shade, so I couldn't get it. I swatched several different shades of concealer that I thought would fit me the best, and this one seemed to match me the best. This one was, I can't remember. So each of their like foundations and concealers focuses on what specific skin tone you have. I think this one was for pink undertone. I can't really remember. But yeah, this one just seemed like it would work the best for me. So, comes in with this type of applicator. And I think this stuff is like $9. So that's like really affordable. Okay, Morphe. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out under my eye first because I don't know how fast this is gonna dry, and I don't wanna like put it everywhere and then it like dry like way too fast before I have the chance to blend it out. So we gonna blend the concealer out first. Okay, so that did blend out pretty nicely. I mean, I'm not noticing anything like crazy right off the bat, so I don't really have anything to critique right now, if there is anything to critique. I think I got my tape a little uneven, but it's fine. So now I'm going to apply a little bit between the eyebrows and the forehead area, a little bit down the nose, Cupid's bow, and on my chin. I'm gonna go in with that same sponge. Okay, that is all blended out, so now we're gonna go in and start setting our face. Today for setting powder, I am going to be going in with the Kat Von D Lock-It setting powder in the shade Translucent. If you have not tried this powder and you're looking for a good powder and you don't mind spending a little bit of money, then I would definitely recommend trying this powder. I've been using it for a little while now and I love it. Like this whole thing, which is, oh, I was like, where is it? It's 19 grams, 0.67 ounces. I think it's like $30 and it's lasted me a while. So, definitely a lot of product. I mean, for like the most part, I do use it on like a day-to-day basis. I don't always use it, but whenever I wear foundation, which is almost every day, I use this. Oh, I completely forgot. Okay, so to set my under eyes, what I start off with is this Morphe M438. It's like a tapered, fluffy brush. I like this just to start off with setting my under eye area. I will go back in once I'm done with this, and I will focus more on like baking my under eye area, but just to get the process started for setting the under eye area, I do like to use this brush. And I also like to, with this brush and then with the setting powder, I come down to this area right here, specifically like my T-zone. So I can focus more with like a detail, or not a detailed brush, but a smaller brush rather than like a big powder brush. Just so that way I can make sure that the setting powder is getting like focused on those areas. And I always have to go back over this huge crease in my forehead with my beauty sponge, just so that way I can kind of put like the foundation more evenly over that specific other area rather than it falling into that wrinkle that I have. So and I'm gonna go over my chin. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my Morphe E41. It's this super huge powder brush, and I'm going to go set the rest of my face. I am going to go like in a patting motion. Me specifically, I don't like wiping the powder all over my face because there have been some instances where it's like made my foundation just look really gross. So yeah, I just like to pat it like this all over the face. Okay, so I'm actually not gonna bake today. I mean, I'm literally not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything. I don't necessarily need this look to last or whatever. I was basically just doing this to do this eye look, and I've already done the eye look, so I don't really have any reason to bake to catch fallout or anything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and move forward with contouring, blush, and highlighting. So to start off by getting the face warmed up, I guess you could say, I am going to go in with this Ciate, I guess that's how you say it, London bamboo bronzer. I did receive this in an Ipsy bag a long time ago, so that's why it is so tiny, and it says not for resale on the back of it. Don't know if you can see that. But what brush am I gonna use? I bounce back and forth between so many brushes to bronze up my face. Like, I can't stick with one. I'm always bouncing back and forth between the Morphe R2. This was part of the Rose Gold collection. I got it in the original Jaclyn Hill favorite Morphe brush collection or whatever it was called. And then I also use this Morphe brush. This is one of their like cheaper brushes that comes in a set for like $40 or something like that, so it doesn't have like a number or anything like that. And then I also use this. This was a, what was it? Glamour Dolls by Lisa, like times Lisa Frank, angled brush. But I use that more of like to focus on actually like contouring, not bronzing at my face. So I think I'm gonna go in with this brush, the R2 brush. And I'm just gonna dip it around a little bit in that Ciate London bronzer. Sometimes I will go in with the actual, like an actual like powder after I have set my face, just to add a little bit more coverage, if you will, but I'm not gonna do that today. Now I'm gonna go to this side. Okay, now I'm gonna focus more on using like the flat like side of the brush, so that way I can get up here and bronze the forehead. I don't really have like a big forehead. I don't think I do, but I like to look nice and bronzed, not like super pasty. So I do bronze the forehead. I think once you like start bronzing your forehead, you really like can't not do that, because when you don't do it, you just kind of look weird. I also am going to take a little bit of that bronzer and I'm going to follow my chin cheekbone, is that what it's called? Jawline, there we go, that's the word. Just to make that a little more defined. And I'm going to go up on the sides of my chin a little bit. And I'm going to put a little bit right here just to make me not look so fat. Okay, that looks good. And while I still have this bronzer out, I am going to go in with this Morphe E47. It is a like an angled packer brush. I use this to contour my nose. You can use this brush for a lot of things. I know that Jaclyn Hill used to use it to stamp out her like line for like her eyeshadow, to help with like cleaning up. I've never tried that. I'm sure it works. I mean, she does it, so, but I use it to contour my nose. And I know this line, this contour line probably looks really harsh right now. Obviously I'm not gonna leave it like that, so don't freak out. Okay, and I'm gonna stamp, and stamp. Okay. And now I'm actually going to go in with that, what was this? The Morphe M438 brush, that tapered brush that I used to put the setting powder under my eyes. And I'm going to kind of like literally just go all over this to help soften the nose contour so it doesn't look so harsh. See? Boom. Alright. So now I'm going to go in with a little bit of a darker bronzer so that way I can actually contour more of. I'm going to go in with this ULTA contour kit. I've literally had this thing forever. I finally bought another one. That's why it looks so beat up. So please just ignore how messy it is. I'm going to go in with the golden bronzer. That is this shade right here. And I'm going to go in with that angled contour brush. I really like this brush. It's like super soft, and with the angle, I just feel like it is designed to help with contouring. Really like it. I think that is good. So now I have this like super itty bitty tiny Balm Springs long wearing blush. I guess it's made by the Balm Cosmetics. I got this in an Ipsy bag, so that's why this is super tiny. I really like this. It's a very, very, what shade is this? Does it even say? I don't even know what shade this is. Maybe this is the only shade they have, but it looks like this. It's a very like baby pink. It doesn't look really shimmery in the package, but I think it does have shimmer because when I apply it, I can see a little bit. So I'm going in with a Morphe R10 brush. That's what it looks like. And I'm just gonna lightly start applying this to the apples of my cheeks. I recently started smiling when I'm putting on my blush. So that way I know like where I'm supposed to put it. I don't know, I've been like having issues with blush lately, so I'm like, let me smile. Ugh, I love that color so much. It looks so nice. Okay, so now we're gonna go in and highlight. What brush am I going with? I'm gonna go in with this Morphe M510 brush. Looks like this. What highlight do we want to use? Let's go in with the Sugar Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And we're gonna go in with the shade Starburst. It's this very like light pink shade right here. I'm like breaking out really bad in this area, so you can probably see all that texture. I do apologize, but I'm human. I do not have flawless skin, unfortunately. Beautiful. Gonna do the nose. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Marshmallow. It's this super white shade right here, just a tiny bit. I like the way that it looks on my nose and on my Cupid's bow. Ooh, there we go. Dipping back into Starburst for my chin. And then I'm gonna go into Butterscotch. It's this super gold color. I'm gonna like literally like lightly. I'm just gonna go over my forehead to give myself a little bit of a glow. Yes. I'm gonna go in Marshmallow a little bit for my cheeks. I just want to be more blinding, okay? Okay, that's good. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. A lot of people start off with their brows so they can carve them out. I personally don't carve out my brows. I'm like, I ain't got time for that. I know that they do look more defined whenever you do that, but hell, I haven't even been like filling in my brows lately because I've just been trying to, you know, be all natural and stuff. So I am going in with the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 3. I do like this brow pencil. I started using this one after I ran out of my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, I think is what it's called. That looks good. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. They look pretty even from my end, and it's good enough for me. So now we're going to go in with some lashes. These are, I don't even remember what kind of lashes these are. They're not Eyelure, I don't remember. I'll put them in the description down below, but they are the shade Corset, and they look like this. I just bought these from like my local grocery store here. They looked really nice, and they weren't like crazy expensive, so I was about it. The only thing that I don't like about these is the band is like very shiny. Like, let me see if I can show you. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know. I don't know, but it's like very shiny. So like I usually have to go over it with eyeliner, so that way that doesn't like really stand out. But we're not gonna do that today because I don't feel like wearing eyeliner with this look. So, and I'm going in, there's a hair on there, with the yeah, this is, I thought this was Kiss. Oh, I think these are Kiss lashes too. This is the Lash Couture Strip Lash Adhesive. It has biotin and blueberry, and it's latex free apparently. This is really, really good lash glue. Like, whenever I use it to put on lashes, the lashes don't move. And quite frankly, they are a bitch to get off at the end of the day. Whenever you're taking your lashes off, like there's been times where I literally thought I was gonna like rip off my actual like eyelashes because of how strong this lash glue is. I mean, I'm not complaining, I'm just saying. I guess I need to, okay, while that's drying, oh shit, okay, that's fine right there. I am gonna go ahead and put on a little bit of mascara. And this is the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous mascara. Shade is like Black is Black or whatever it's called. I'm not gonna put on too much just because I am putting on lashes, but I want to put on enough that these do get coated. And that way they will blend with the fake lashes. Okay. Made my bottom lashes look really long. Jesus. Okay. I don't think this is quite ready yet, but I'm gonna pick it up and blend on it. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. And you wanna go at a down, well, I guess turning the lash upwards, but you wanna come down and set it on top of your lashes. It stuck to my finger. Okay, there we go. I am gonna go in with these. Okay. See, they are very, very nice lashes. Just the band is like shiny. Okay, so now I have both lashes on, and I just remember that I never finished my lower lash line, inner corner, or eyebrow bone highlight earlier, so we definitely need to go in and do that. I think I'm going to go in with this Morphe M213. It's a really, really small, like, defining brush. And I think I'm going to go in with that red shade that we used right here. And I'm going to just follow very closely to my waterline. Okay, that looks pretty. I don't remember if this is exactly what Danielle did on her lower lash line. This is just kind of like what I'm going for. Okay, that looks good. And then I'm going to go in with that Morphe E36, and I'm going to go back into that super like purpley pink color that we used. Just to kind of like make this line not so harsh and to coordinate another one of those colors. Yes, girl. Do you ever catch yourself making those stupid faces? Okay, I think I need a little bit more on this side. Okay, and then I guess I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna wipe it off. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of that yellow shade that we used as well and go under this. I'm not gonna really go into the orange. I don't really feel like that's necessary, because blending this yellow into this purple and red is gonna kind of make an orange color. Okay, so that looks freaking hot for the lower lash line. And now I'm going to go in with, let's see what this looks like. Do I want to use that? I don't know. We're going to see what it looks like. I'm going to go in with my Morphe M506. This was the brush that I was using to apply the orangey shade. And I'm going to go in with this like highlighter on the bottom of the palette and see how it works. It's not bad. I mean, it's not like the best, but it's really not bad. I'm also going to use that same shade for the inner corner, because why not? Ooh, that actually looks really nice. Very blinding, actually. Come on. There we go. Nice. Alright, so last thing we have is lips. I hope that it goes with this look. I got this new MILANI lipstick yesterday. This is shade 61, which is Matte Naked. This was like $4, I think. I saw on somebody that I follow on Instagram, they said that MILANI lipsticks are actually very nice, so I wanted to give it a try. I don't typically wear lipsticks. I either wear lip glosses or I wear liquid lipsticks. Sorry, somehow I got some red eyeshadow right there, but we're gonna give this a whirl. Let's see what it looks like. Smells very nice. Wow, I really like this color. Holy crap. This is very, very pretty. Feels very, very nice on the skin. I like it a lot. And the color is very beautiful, and I feel like it goes with this look since I have like crazy eyes. So yeah, I really like it. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. This is the final look. I love how everything turned out. Like I said, this was definitely a step out of my comfort zone for me. I have never done anything this vibrant before on my eyes. And I absolutely love it. I think it's very beautiful. Overall, I really did enjoy the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. Like I said, this was my very first like super colorful palette to work with. So I couldn't really compare it to something else because I haven't used anything else. I mean, it's, how much was it? Like $20 for all of these shades. So, I mean, like, there was some kick up, and they were very powdery, but as far as, like, blending on the eyes, I didn't really have any problems with blending them out. And they were pretty pigmented. I mean, there were some shadows, like the red, that I had to build up a lot, and I had to switch to a different brush to get the color that I was trying to achieve. But overall, I really enjoyed the palette. It was very nice. As far as all the other products that I use, some of them I've been using for a while, some of them were new, and I like the way that they performed. I'm really digging this lipstick. It's super nice. But anyways, I really appreciate y'all for watching. If you want to see more videos, please give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate having you here with me along this journey. And of course, your support is always super, super appreciated. So I will be sure to leave all of the products that I used in this video in the description box down below. But if y'all want to see any other looks or have any recommendations for me or whatever, please put all of that in the comments below. But again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!